Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. I'm in a few Facebook groups for cooking and grilling and stuff like that. And there was a discussion this morning about the Slow N Sear Weber Kettle accessory. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of a stainless steel kind of a basket that holds your charcoal, and it's got a water reservoir in there, and it sells for about $115. And the question was, you know, is this thing worth it? And there's kind of two sides to that. A lot of guys were saying, heck no, you can just use a brick and a water pan and it works just fine. And then other guys were saying, well, you know, you do pay some money, but this thing is so much nicer than a brick and a water pan. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you my opinion because I've been on both sides of that. I have one of those. I've had it for about 13 months now. And actually, I didn't have to buy mine. The Adrenaline Barbecue company sent me one to try out, and it just so happens that I really like it. But if I didn't have to buy it, I would probably be one of those guys saying it's too much money, because actually I was that guy using a brick and a water pan. You know, I'm just a backyard barbecue guy. I'm no barbecue expert or anything. Like I always say on my channel, I'm just a guy making something to eat. But anyway, yeah, I used to use, if you look at my early grilling videos, I just used a brick and then I put my coals against the back of the grill and, you know, maybe put a little water pan in there or whatever, and it works well. However, the Slow N Sear is just so much nicer because it holds the charcoal, you know, nicely. It's got the built-in water reservoir, and this thing is made of stainless steel, so that's why it's so expensive. But it holds up well. So I think what I wanted to do is show you guys today. I've had it for 13 months. I just checked, and my very first video I did using it, where I kind of reviewed it, was October 31st of last year. So it's been, you know, about 13 months now. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I go outside and show you guys what it looks like after 1 year, and maybe it can kind of help you guys decide what you think about it. It's cold out here. I haven't used my grill in about 2.5 months, so I didn't clean anything up. I'm just showing you guys just how it looks. Well, you can see the grill's all rusty because it's been sitting here, like I said, for about 2.5 months. I haven't used it in that amount of time, but I wanted to show you exactly how it looks, you know, just sitting out here. So yeah, this is how this fits into the grill. Your charcoal goes there, your water goes there. As you can see, it's warped quite a bit with usage, but that's from the heat. That doesn't really affect the way it performs though. The bottom's kind of warped right there as well. Now this one is the Slow N Sear Plus, meaning it has a grate in the bottom to hold the charcoal. They also make one without that that's a little bit less money. I think that one's about $90. Like I said, this one's about $115. But you can see everything looks good. There's no, doesn't seem to be any rust on it anywhere because it's stainless steel. I mean, it's kind of tarnished looking from the heat, but everything looks good. I mean, there is a little warpage, like I said, but besides that, everything is in pretty good shape. I want to show you guys one more thing real quick. This is the Drip N Griddle Pan. This is stainless steel, and this is made by Adrenaline Barbecue Company as well. What that does is it sits in the bottom of your grill to catch the drippings, so it keeps all that junk out of the bottom of your grill. That way it doesn't gum up your vents and you don't get grease fires and all that stuff. And also, it kind of directs the airflow up and through the coals because it blocks off that half of the grill. And I think it actually makes your charcoal burn a little bit better and a little bit more efficiently. And also, another thing too, you can put that up on top of the grill, on top of the grate, and use it as a grill pan, like to cook food, burgers and stuff. That Drip N Griddle Pan sells for about $70, and I got that free of charge as well to use in my videos and try out. But I really like those two things. Now, I used to be the guy who would buy a gas grill. And I just buy those $150, $200 gas grills, mainly because, well, two reasons. I'm on disability, so I didn't have a lot of money to spend. And also I thought charcoal was too hard, but then the bigger grills, the lids were too heavy. I have pain in my shoulders and arms, so the lids would be too heavy for me to lift up. So I just buy those cheaper ones, and then they'd rust out in about 2 years. Then I have to go buy something else. So when you have to keep replacing $200 grills every 2 years, that starts to get kind of expensive. That Weber grill there was $150, and then if you buy that Slow N Sear, that's, you know, another $130. So, well, actually, let's just say you have $300 into the grill, and then if you buy that tray, the Drip N Griddle, that's another, what, $70. So let's just call it $400, but you have a grill that's going to last for quite a while. And the thing too about that Weber grill is, actually, like I said, I always used gas, and I wasn't sure if I would like charcoal. So the first Weber grill I bought was just a little Jumbo Joe, which is about 60 bucks. And I used that for about a year or two, and I decided, hey, this is pretty cool. It's, you know, charcoal's actually kind of neat. It's not as hard as I thought to use. And so then I bought that Weber for $150. And what you can do is, you know, you buy the Weber first and see if you like it. If you don't like it, then why waste the money, you know, buying the accessories for it. But if you do like it, then it just makes it nicer to use, you know, adding that Slow N Sear and that Drip N Griddle Pan. It just makes everything nicer. And then you have a pretty good grill that's, you know, easy to cook on, and you can do a lot with. I mean, I've seen guys who cook on those and say they can cook stuff just as well on those as a lot higher dollar cookers. I mean, I don't know anything about that because I've never used the high dollar stuff, but people seem to really like them. I've never really heard too much bad about the Slow N Sear, except for the cost. That's the main thing I hear people saying bad about it. It just costs too much. So anyway, I'll put the link to Adrenaline Barbecue Company, where you can buy the Slow N Sear and the Drip N Griddle Pan, and also the link to Amazon. You can buy the Slow N Sear from Amazon as well. And if you do that, it's the same price, and I get a small commission for it for showing you guys that in the video. So hope you guys will check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.